Well, it's another box. I must admit, although it's HO, I was thinking they were possibly bigger than they are, but you know, hopefully we haven't got to get the glue out and repair them. That looks like building number one. Pretty much intact apart from the banner, which is snapped off the front, I think. There, yeah. So that's it, a little American style shop, I guess. Bob's Bazaar. Plastic kit, I don't know who makes them, the walls are quite thick. No makers' names on them, if anyone knows, feel free to chime in. The next one is what I'm on about, leaving a bit of crush space in your box. Because there wasn't in this. Hopefully we've been lucky. There's something floating around. Some white bits of plastic card. The windows. Chimney. The backing card has come away, is it? Oh, I think it's the false back, just to give you the creation of depth to the building. I think it's got a cardboard roof that's sagged a little bit, but nothing. I don't know what the. I think the white pieces were supposed to be blinds at the window. So we've got another plastic constructed kit. Cardboard roof, plastic walls. Speedy services, full rent, there is. Yeah, the board needs putting back in, but you got some detail there. That was the second building. And the next one. Oh, the billboard on the roof is still there. Something just rattled, but more bits of debris in the bottom. Same thing, I think. The doors come unstuck. A false cardboard floor in there, and in shot. So we got that, which they're not too deep. That cost me £19. They went a bit keener than I thought they were, but the guy put a load on, and they made good money for what they are. But obviously these kits to buy over here and construct are, I think, £30 to £50. They're not cheap. Don't know why the sidewalk is at an angle. Unless that was the way it was on a layout. Yeah, so a little bit of minor repair to do to it, but nothing too tragic. Again, we've got the cardboard on the windows fell off, but I don't know if I can get in there and reattach those. So that's that one. Is this one. There's loads of roof detail on this one. I'm sure we broke a bit of ladder, unfortunately. Somewhere or oh, it's the safety rail at the top. Oh dear, yeah. So a bit of needed a bigger box. So we've had a bit of minor damage on the top walkway there. that one's quite a nice building. Hopefully it's all in shot there. There you got all that. I want that bit to fall off on the floor. There we go. I might be able to save that or remanufacture it. Again, that was another 19 quid, but yeah, I think you could have done a bit better of the job on packaging. But, another bit there. I don't know what that is. I'll put them all in a little Ziploc bag and keep them with the building to do bits there. But some nice roof detail on these. Again, you know, 19 quid's a lot of money for a second-hand building, but for me to buy this building, I presume these are probably Walther's kits, but I would imagine this one would probably be £50 or more to buy. So yeah, quite pleased with that one, with all the detail on the back there. That was what sort of appealed to buy this building. There was a couple of others, but they went. There was that sort of 1950s diner, you know, the older aluminium diners that I thought, oh yeah, that's worth 20. I can do a nice little scene there in a car park with some American 50s cars or something, you know, having a meet. Boom, you know, that went silly money. But yeah, so that'll help with our US diorama sort of thing. It'll have all the trains rolling past it, but obviously for the American scene. I can, you know, they're not in a pile of bits like I've had some, but yeah, even a weathered roof now with all that old dust from their loft or whatever. But yeah, I like the roof detail. Get rid of the cobweb. But yeah, we can manufacture the top rail there. It's only a minor piece of detail. There's even a fella on the endlet. But yeah, that hasn't got a floor in that one, so might have to do sort of just a partition light or something, make a little hood and put a lamp in a little cardboard box cut out in one piece, and that'll just illuminate some of the windows and give an impression there's some activity going on. But yeah, I like that one. That'll do nicely, so I don't drop it. And the next segment, if I find my remote, will be another box bigger than this one from Hattons. Also, we have our Hattons delivery, which I have to check through to make sure that everything I've ordered and paid for is in the inventory list, and they've also packed it. So I'll be back in a few seconds for you, and probably about an hour for me while I check everything off, and then we'll have a quick peruse as I'm sure you know. Well, guess I better get ticking off my inventory. Well, this is some of the stuff that I've been buying. It's all pretty much all US stuff for the US scene. As you can see, it's an unassembled kit, as new, pretty much. Everything's still in the pack. The doors are in there. Some of them are more basic and just got the moulded door. But that was $2.99. What could you compare that with? The English ferry van with the sliding doors, which them sort of commanding £10 to £20 if it's the graffiti rail freight version. But, so far we've got through that lot. We've got all of these ballast hopper coal cars, a few more box cars there. They're just plain or decorated. Some of these I picked up on their auction side, and some of it's off their pre-owned, but they're all just those kits again, with a flat-sided ballast car, All the wheels and details are there, and the chassis at the back. Just got to clean it up, paint it, assemble it. Get some decals or something, or a little stencil I can spray on. And I think we're going to have enough wagons for a coal train, let alone something else. Ooh, I might have to buy some more US trains. Here's another example, £5 this has cost. And Model Power, I don't know. I've got some other Model Power stuff. It's not bad. I don't know whether it's. I don't think it's the higher end of the market, but I just had this out of the box, and the wheels have got no marks on them from being on rails. So this has probably never been run. Not a speck of dust on it or anything. But, Canadian Pacific. Bit of a mixed bag in rolling stock, but you know, yeah, take what you can get. This was an auction win. Another kit one. It's a Concord, never heard of them. Again, it's an assembly kit, everything's there, I've just been through all the running gear and detail and pack. This was an auction one, £4.24. Which is a bit of a beast. Don't get much better than that, does it? Still sealed in the packaging. I think that's a reefer. Insulated box, man. This is another one. This was an auction one. I think this is one of the dearer ones actually, at £8.24. You won't hear me say that very often if it was a 00 gauge. I'd already got one of these, so I thought another one would make a nice pair of Cornings. It's a Bachmann one. So the pile keeps growing. I've still got all the unboxed ones that they rebox to get through yet. And there's another one here, I think it might be that one, which is a auction one. Again, it doesn't look like it's been used, the detailing's never been put on it. It's £4.24 in the auction. Here's another one. These were direct off the site, very similar to the other Roundhouse ones, a slightly different detail. These are Missouri and Pacific, if it focuses. However, that's a company that's still in operation, or their stock's been absorbed by one of the bigger companies. But these were £10 for the pair, so loose detailing box. That's the only bit which is just one of the dividing pieces in here, so at the time you put a bit of plastic card or polystyrene in here and put a load in, that problem is irrelevant really. So another good find. And they've got the Bachmann couplings on them as well, or the KDs. One of them is loose, but minor detail sort out. So this was another one that was a bit of a fight in the auctions. There was a bit of interest in this. It was a good price, £8.24 for not one, not two, but three. It was called the Fallen Flags, which is obviously companies that are no more. Again, it's 3 box vans, assemble kits, wheels and chassis and floorings, all in the box. So another good buy. So this was the dearest item out of the lot at £18.56. It's another kit. It's 5 wagons. It's a container one. It is that one, a Thrall 5-unit articulated double stack. That was a bit of a to and fro with their, you can see the price there, £50.75 or $50.75. That's built up the kind of thing it makes, which is a container transport. Now I was willing to sort of fight for that one because the only one I can find on eBay is $75 US. which is, yeah, £60, £61 there according to their rates, plus that for the tax and the shipping if you wanted to bring it over, so well over £100. The last one I found when I was bidding on there, I think there was a couple, they were 125 quid for assembled ones. One of them didn't have any containers with it to add to that price, it was just like that. So there was a few of us bidding on this, and every time you put a bid in, the timer goes up 5 minutes. So it took quite a while to get it, but as you can see, the reason I was interested in it was it was still sealed, so there shouldn't be any missing parts. I've just gone through that fallen flag one there, and there is one bogie missing, unfortunately, or wheel truck as they call them in the States, I think. But yeah, so that was a good I think that one, gonna enjoy building that one, because I'm going to need some more HO containers to fill it. So this is a 100-ton 3-bay hopper, redding lines, missing an axle and missing a coupling hook, scratches to the paintwork, £6. Well, there's a scuff mark on the coating there, if you can just pick it up in the camera. And yeah, we're missing a wheel set, but I think I've got some HO ones, so that's not an issue. And the coupling fixes in there, which is a bit different. I've not seen that one before. So we might have to make something up to get one of those easy couplings in. Well, this was another cheapie, £5. I don't know whether it's meant to have detail to cover up the hopper doors. Doesn't look to be any sort of method there. Got those horrible couplings, I don't know what you call them, but they look crap. But yeah, it's a little bit more basic than the roundhouse ones. You don't get any brake, compressor, piston or anything in them, unless there's meant to be a plate that fits in there. But you know, you're going to view it at this angle, aren't you, so you're not going to miss much. And again, I'll probably put a load in there, so daylight shining through is not really going to be an issue. Missing a brake wheel, but I have got a little plastic pack of detailing bits for some of my UK stock that also needs handbrake wheel detail. Well, that's it. Last two items are here finally. A good old, very basic Hornby shell tanker. I've got a few of them that I picked up in a job lot. They normally go fairly quick, any of the old tanker variants, because people do like to spray these black and then have them as a slightly newer variant, as a cheaper alternative to Bachmann's offerings. I mean, they're not comparable detail wise, but the money is, you know, chasmous gap of spending nearly £40 versus £4. They're normally £5, £6, £7. I normally I've never paid more than a £5 for these old things, but there's one flake of paint on the body, so £4. I think that's probably one of the cheapest wagons out of the lot, but comparing it to what you buy with the American wagons at £6 and £8. And the second most dearest item at £17, youch, for a bloody die cast. And that's the only reason I bought it. It is my local, or was my local bus company. And even more so when she focuses. Be nice, here we go. It's our bus route. Many years ago they used to use these little Mercedes Beavers. Now £17 I thought was expensive for one of these, but a normal one for any sort of livery goes between £10 and £14, which I think is stupid money. But because this is like rocking horse, you know what, these are normally commanding 28 to 30 pounds. Puffer Willies has had one in for well over a year because I've been watching it in the hope that he might come pre-sensors and drop the price. There are two variations of this with two routes, the Magdalen and the King's Lynn one, which is my hometown, and there's a slightly newer bus 40-seater on the Hunstanton route, which again also commands a lot of money. So my wife has offered to buy me the other one because I would not justify spending 30 quid. Well, I've found one cheaper than that, but not as cheap as this. I did find one, I watched it and she sent me a special offer of £28 and I sent a message back saying thanks, but I've just bought one for 17 from Hattons, and Hattons aren't exactly known for their bargains. So yeah, nice little one for Magdalen, about 3 mile up the road. So thanks for bearing with us for this arduous journey of American stock and one piece of English riding stock. No, I am not converting to HO, I'm just going to have HO as well. So thanks to all of those that subscribe and continue to subscribe. We will one day have a railway to run it all on and put it on, but yeah, bear with us folks. We have a bit of a mountain to climb, physically, mentally and financially. Cheers for now.